Hi everyone and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share and subscribe to the channel. Will Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua be a changing of the guard in heavyweight boxing? Or will Anthony Joshua see off the young gun and go on to become a three-time heavyweight champion of the world? All those questions will be answered on September 21st at Wembley Stadium. Both fighters are coming off spectacular victories, both are in form, and both are always in great shape leading up to the fight. Dubois is young and inexperienced, while AJ is matured and resurrected. Just a year back, Joshua was changing trainers and looking rather disillusioned after suffering back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk. He wasn't getting those knockouts for which he was famous. Then came Ben Davison, and the pair have got along like a house on fire. Since then, AJ has looked stronger and better with every fight. The knockout of Hellenius, followed by the beatdown of Wallin, and then the devastating knockout of Francis Ngannou. Now granted, neither of them are elite fighters, but AJ gained immense confidence from those fights. His whole demeanor has changed. He's the old Joshua, who's mean and who's all business. For a moment, the opponents had stopped fearing him, but with Ben Davison, he has got that intimidation factor back. And all the heavyweights have been warned. His opponent, Daniel Dubois, has been growing from strength to strength. He has improved vastly in the last year and a half. He is only 26, which is too young for a heavyweight, but he is learning on the job. In his young career, he has faced some of the biggest names in boxing. He lost to Usyk in Poland, but had it been any other referee, that body shot might have stood and we would have been looking at a new undisputed champion. It's a game of fine inches, and 1 inch above the waist, and Dubois had Usyk in all sorts of trouble. Then he fought Jarrell Big Baby Miller, who weighed almost 100 pounds more than him. Miller and AJ were supposed to fight, but it didn't happen because Miller tested positive for banned substances. But Dubois, to his credit, put a beat down on Big Baby and stopped him. He displayed even more grit in the Hrgovic fight, where he was hurt multiple times, but showed great heart and determination to stop Hrgovic. Both those fights showed how much dog Dubois has in him. People have often questioned his heart. They have said he's a quitter, but they should really look at his last two fights and make their own minds up. Having said that, Joshua is still a huge favorite in this fight. The shots that Dubois took against Hrgovic, he would not be able to withstand those similar shots against AJ. And Daniel stands square and gets hit a lot. Just look at how many straight right hands he took against Hrgovic. AJ is faster and hits much harder. Ben Davidson would have made Luke making reads, looking at the position that Daniel gets into every time he advances. Dubois' greatest weapon is his jab. It's fast and it knocks you off balance. He uses his double jab well too, but to trouble Joshua, he needs to work on his footwork and not stand square. He is the young fighter, and he should be the faster of the two. He needs to make his shots count because AJ will. Both of them have sparred before, and Dubois had said he has got the better of Joshua in sparring. AJ reminded him of that when they sat down face to face. Daniel Dubois is usually soft-spoken and doesn't say much, but he stood his own ground against Joshua. AJ tried to big brother him throughout the interview, but Daniel was having none of it. He even said that AJ couldn't intimidate him and asked him who the hell he was. It was here that Joshua lost his cool and started babbling as if he was disrespected. This side of AJ comes out rarely, but it's clear that he was rattled. Daniel Dubois held his own. He should believe in his own ability. He's a big man himself. And in the heavyweight division, one punch can change everything. At this point, AJ still thinks of him as a little boy who is way ahead of his league trying to challenge him. He's the big dog in the yard. All that will change if Daniel can land one of those big bombs of his early in the fight. That will make him respect Dubois. Every man is beatable. Andy Ruiz showed that you can beat Joshua. If Ruiz can hurt you, if he can beat you, then chances of Daniel Dubois doing the same is also pretty high. And Dubois has the confidence in his ability, but can he execute the game plan in front of 90,000 fans? It's difficult, but not impossible. And Daniel Dubois has to be perfect for the majority part of the fight, because Anthony Joshua is a huge puncher. He's a combination puncher, probably the most dynamic puncher in the heavyweight division. And if Daniel has to have his hands raised, he has to be perfect for the majority of the fight. Will Daniel Dubois retain his title? Or will Joshua remind everyone that he is still a huge force to be reckoned with in the heavyweight division? Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to the channel.